Alright, so hear me out. You might not like Shadow Arena, you might not like Battle Royales, you might not like Black Desert, you might not like Black Desert PvP. And if you don't like any of those, what are you doing watching this video? I'm not here to try to change your mind, I'm not here to, push the game or anything, but I do think that anyone that hasn't given this game a chance, if you're just gonna bypass the game because your friend says it was bad, I suggest that you at least take a look at this game. I suggest that you give this game at least a look at. If you're not gonna give it a chance to play it, just look at it and see if you enjoy it from the visual aspect of it. But once again, I'm not expecting to do this to change anyone's mind, so let's go ahead and roll the intro. Oh, what is up, guys? SK here, and 2 weeks ago I got to sit down and play the Shadow Arena closed beta. Now, Shadow Arena is the standalone game that was separated from Black Desert and made into its own game, and it's supposed to be releasing this year from Pearl Abyss on PC. We're not sure if it's going to get a console release yet, but we're going to keep our eyes peeled on that. Now, when I say I got to sit down and play this game, I got a chance to sit down and actually enjoy the Shadow Arena, because it's kind of what I've been looking for in a PvP game for a very long time. There's not that much you can do per se when it comes to combinations, but the combat is a lot slower than Black Desert's actual combat. But there are ways you can pull off combos. There are ways to escape combos, so you're not just completely locked down the entire time once you're knocked down or once you're knocked up in the air. And that was something that was very refreshing to me when it came to playing this game. And I think it's a very good thing. It's a very good step that they made when it came to them releasing this game in its own space, because Shadow Arena needed to change in some way if it was going to be released as a standalone game. Because why would you play Shadow Arena at all if it didn't have any difference from Black Desert? You just go on Black Desert, go into RBF, or go PK random people. Now keep in mind, this is closed beta footage, and it does look very crisp. I'm playing this on my PC, and you guys know how much my PC costs, so this is really good footage, to be honest. The only gripe I really have with this is that there is no actual combo system between the regular attack button and your skill, so you can't like juggle an opponent with your regular attack or your left click into your skill and then just keep going with like a regular combo or air combo or anything like that. That's my only gripe with that. But aside from that, I had a lot of fun playing Shadow Arena. I had a lot of fun running through singles matches. I never got a chance to queue for trio matches, but that was my personal thing. I didn't have any people playing that I knew at the time. So one thing that I really did like that they did is that in the queuing area when you're waiting for a match to start, you could actually walk up to someone and duel them while you're in that queuing area, or you're just walking around smacking everyone that's in the room. It doesn't really do damage, or it doesn't really, set anyone back. It just kind of like puts them in a staggered state. But while you're dueling and stuff, like it's fun to just sit there and duel people while you're waiting for a match to start. And then the match starts and you're flung out into the open stratosphere, and you gotta pick where you land, and then you just go into your character. Now, I thought it would be like Shadow Arena on the old Black Desert version, where you had to go find your body and then inhabit a body and start the grind and find your gear and stuff. But no, you start off as your character that you pick. And at this point, I think I was Goyen, the awakened warrior with the two-handed sword, and I had a lot of fun like playing as I don't really like the awakened warrior as much. I can play him, but I don't like him that much. But it took me a little bit to get used to like the actual targeting. There's not even actual targeting until you lock onto a monster. You have to aim and everything. And it took me like some time to get down like my distancing and prepping my attack for like my jump attack entrance into my actual combos. And it was just so much fun to get used to. And I haven't had so much fun in the game, like I said, since Dragon Nest. And you guys know how much I talk about Dragon Nest. So some of the key differences between this version of Shadow Arena and the old version of Shadow Arena is, of course, you get to pick one of a certain amount of characters, and those characters you stick to when you play through your solo match or your trio match. You also only get a certain amount of skills. You don't get like your whole repertoire of skills that the warrior has in your awakening, or your whole amount of skills that your ranger has without the awakening or whatever. But you get about, I want to say, 4 regular skills, You get your regular attack, you get your right click, your kick, and then you get your escape button. And then you get your emergency escape button, which is your Black Spirit shadow form. And the escape button and the emergency escape button are the ones that you use to get out of combos, pretty much. Or you use to get away from enemies or run away from the ring when it's closing in on you, which has happened to me a few times. Also, on the initial drop-in, you have about 4 minutes to run around and get geared up. And in that time, if you die, you can respawn with no penalty. You just get launched to another side of the map, which I guess it cuts down on your time, which is your penalty. But other than that, you don't drop anything when you die. You just get launched to another side of the map, and you get to go hunt for gear again. And the hunt for gear is a very arduous task because sometimes you get better gear, sometimes you just gotta wait until you get like 3 types of a gear to upgrade to the next gear and equip that. And you start off with a certain amount of AP, and then you have to find all of your DP pretty much. And finding DP is like your thing, or you're gonna die. You're gonna get slaughtered in your first fight, which I got slaughtered in the fight because I only had like 35 DP at one point. Or I ran into a fight thing and I had more DP than I had, and I had died before picking up all the gear. So I had like 0 DP and the person slaughtered me, and I was like, well, that's pretty much that. So to get your gear, you're gonna run around, of course, and kill the mobs, and of course you can kill players to get gear as well. But they only start dropping gear once the timer goes away for the original for the waiting period, pretty much. Like I said, you have a 4-minute waiting period. So once the timer goes away, players start dropping gear when they die. The ring starts moving as well, so be careful of that. But for the most part, you're just going to be going around killing monsters. The monsters change forms the closer the ring get. So, like, you're going to be fighting like the basic monsters at ring level 1 and ring level 2. They become a little bit stronger. They get better gear. You can randomly go in and like kill first thing and get a piece of dandelion armor or a dandelion weapon, and that's one of the best gear in the Shadow Arena. At least that's what I think for now. I'm not sure. I haven't picked up like every piece of gear in the Shadow Arena, but from knowing my knowledge of BDO, like that would be one of the best gears in the Shadow Arena. I did get a chance to play as like the other characters. I didn't get a chance to play as the Berserker because I had too much fun playing as Jordine and Goyen and the female, which I forgot what her name was. But I had a chance to play as her too, and it was a lot of fun just playing as those characters and just running around and getting kills. I got a few kills off after I got used to like the aiming and the movement and the attacks. But before that, I was getting slaughtered like completely back to back every match, and it was just a lot of fun. So hopefully this game picks up and it gets a lot of attention. I honestly think everyone that did enjoy Shadow Arena or enjoys Black Desert PvP they should give this game a chance, because this game redefines PvP for Black Desert. Like personally, I believe this is what PvP on Black Desert should be. It should be combos, it should be resets, it should be escapes and things like that. But for some reason we don't have that in Black Desert. The combat's too fast, the combos just put you into a CC mechanic and then you die. So I personally am looking for Shadow Arena to come out. I'm hoping it comes out on console a lot sooner. I wish they would have released this on console before they released Black Desert, to where people would have a better understanding of Black Desert. Because I feel like Black Desert on consoles as it is now does not run as good as it should, or it's not running as it should, like as it shows on PC, and it's not running as well as it does on Xbox. Of course, on Xbox One, on say an Xbox One X. I played Xbox One X, I've played PS4, and I see the difference. And having to buy SSD to supplement some of the lag away, or supplement some of the invisible walls away, that shouldn't have to be a thing. They should have waited until, next gen to bring out Black Desert. But that's gonna be something. This is a subject for a whole nother video. I'll go ahead and end this video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Let me know if you're gonna give Shadow Arena a chance. I definitely am gonna give it a chance on PC, and definitely gonna give it a chance on console if it comes out for console. Hopefully it makes it that far. We'll see what happens. And follow Shadow Arena on Twitter if you guys want to keep up to date with, the information on closed betas and stuff like that. And pretty much that's it for that, guys. Peace.